In geometry, there are very good players who are also very good creators, and one of the best known is Nexus, since the showcase is the most famous in geometry, but Nexus did not do the same thing to this person we are here to talk about, since this person exploded in visits in quarantine, having many videos with much more than 2,000 visits, even uploading videos with RTX ITO, some of which in theory he would pass on several of them and being the first to make a showcase. Many other levels, but also involved in various controversies, such as changing his name or forging several levels and videos, and even being quite demanding and abusive in the collabs he participated in. But he is still one of the most famous people in the community and has the most showcase because he even has nearly 2,000 videos of the person I'm talking to. It is Black, or also known as Excel, which is its old name, which is from nothing more and nothing less than Ukraine. That he was born in 1999, meaning that he is currently 25 years old, and even currently he is quite active since his last video at this moment that I am recording was 5 hours ago and currently has millions and millions of visits and uploads. Quite interesting videos, such as Fairy Night, which is a level that was determined after 8 years, as he himself says in his title. Even that video is a bit of the top 10 hardest global stream demons in Geometry Dash and currently counts, with 396,000 subscribers. But let's not get too far ahead. First, you have to go for the beginning of your career. Neiro started uploading videos to YouTube more than 10 years ago, since his first video was on May 13th, 2014, and in fact, it was not from geometry. Ash was a video about Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which is in fact a fairly generic gameplay, but at the time it wasn't that bad either. And nothing more and nothing less than 2 years later, he uploaded his first Geometry Ash video, which was Win Flow 2 and How Can You? You see, for that time he had quite a bit of skill, but at the time he didn't have that many visitors. Currently it appears that there are 30,000. At the time with the Joust it reached 1,000 visits. But it was also a little more varied than now, since it even uploaded videos about Super Hexagon, which there are many people who related to Geometry Dash, which is this little game here in case you don't know it. Although surely you know it, because several very famous YouTubers have played it. But after a while, he would leave Super Hexagon by passing all the levels, and his last video that he would upload of this, it would be passing that hyper hexagonal, but he left it because it wasn't that interesting, and when he came back he made a level and raised it, which was called Hila. What is the first record of a level made by him? Which we have that honestly for the time was not that good, but it could be seen that it was very difficult, because as you can see, this ship and especially the wave at the end are too complicated, and here you can already see his fascination with very complicated levels or even impossible. In his next video he would be going through an extreme demo which would be up. Coop Gel, honestly, your 5th geometry video is a stream demon that happens at the time, which is crazy. Gel, I think it was in the top 10, but it still didn't explode in visits since it really wasn't very promoted or talked about at that time. And by this time, Fantans had missed warning him twice, Plasma Pulse Final and even Black Blizzard. Although here would come his first controversy in quotes, since he spent it with a little more Audi tail, which also happened with Yata Harasu who spent it. With more body tail, and people at that time were not used to that, which they told him that he had an easier level since there was not as much decoration. That was a reason why he revived several levels, and really his channel had not exploded until he started raising levels that at that time were considered impossible, and even until now are, since his first video with many thousands of views was Sakuper Circles. It was an impossible stream demon, and it had also been one of the first. The Juanes raised them, and even this level was a little more submerged, but he had proclaimed himself as supposedly a person who had passed him by. This is where his first big controversy comes from, for example, when he was growing up, because he allegedly went up several levels, but in fact most of them were hacked, such as one of the most famous hackers, Syria Zodiac and Killboard, because Excel has a lot of skills, but at the time it was not enough to pass these levels, and that is where he came from his first controversies, since there were many. People started to hate him for lying to them in his face, which is completely understandable. But after a while he stopped doing it and sometimes clarified that it was a showcase or that he was just hacked. And he uploaded it because he wanted to, but it was still not exploding in visits, since some videos with the righteous exceeded 20,000 visits and not the millions or hundreds of thousands which would reach him. Well, we don't have to get too far ahead, since by this time the name would be changed from Exxon to Neil, which is something really strange and you can't find information about why he did it, but if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. But hey, he changed to black for this time, and right now is where the boom of his 2020 career comes, a time in which the coronavirus was there and we were all in quarantine locked in our homes. Therefore, he took advantage of this and began to collaborate in levels and raise many showcases, and especially the showcase has no low details and perfect quality and very good fluency, making the show very high quality, even being the first to upload such a smooth floor gameplay, and also its first video to reach 1 million views. Is it very well known about Corner that you will surely remember from its title that says 1,000,000 objects, since seeing a level with 1,000,000 objects with so many strawberries, good quality is something completely unthought of at that time. Since Nexus did not participate in this type of showcase, but there would also be another controversy, since he took advantage of his moment of fame to collaborate on several levels, since he was already quite well known in the community and even began to make several streams. But it is said that he was very demanding with the people who were with him in the collab, since he forced them to work many hours in the collab, sometimes until they didn't sleep, and be quite abusive and even insult them because he makes us perfect something he wants, even sometimes leaving their work to other people. But this controversy was really not that loud, and many shows such as Ark, Taurus, Crimson Planet, and even Digital Descent went up, and it is currently one of the largest colors in geometry. Ash has almost 400,000 subscribers and is quite active, almost uploading 2 videos a day for a long time, and also being the first to upload shows in perfect quality, and even with RTX that became his most famous videos at the time in several ways, which allowed him to do this and that. Even for a long time I enjoyed this type of showcase, since it was something quite different, and surely everyone enjoyed it because it was different from what he did. For example, Nexus, which made him someone unique and that he had not really been seen before, even also having quite a bit of skill, and in fact he is currently playing Slaughterhouse, doing direct almost every 2 days, and even on the same day he did 2 direct, but he is currently quite active, and in fact his biometrics account is like, as a curious fact, it's called Excel. And you, what do you think of this player? Do you think it is one of the best for having innovated and raised showcase in that quality at that moment, or a bad person for having lied for many years to many people? Leaves a comment about what you think. I would like to put the people on my Discord server here, my latest subscribers and channel members who always appear at the end of all my videos, and if you like this video, you will surely also like this one, which is about a Peruvian player who is considered by many as the best, which may seem quite strange to you, like this player as an X in which he is from Ukraine, but this player also has very significant euros such as a top 10. I highly recommend you go see it, and well, we give, and gentlemen, I retire.